10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And hello, everyone. We are here for week lucky number 13 with the Wednesday Night Wars coming at you here with another fine nights of wrestling. Hopefully, everyone out here in the wonderful world of the internet is doing all right.
It's time to kick the tires and light the fires. I almost got that flipped around because I'm just so damn excited. Welcome to the Wednesday Night War. I'm your boy, Spider-Menace. I'm here with one half of my commentary team, Comrade Husky Gaming. What's good? How's everybody having a good one today?
I'm doing all right myself, and we have a pretty packed card for everyone here tonight. We have the final night of February here. Final night here for us, considering next week, Wednesday, is going to be the start of March. So we have the last week of qualifiers, and it's going to be qualifiers back to back to back. Every single match here is going to be a qualifier for the Aces Wild tournament we are going to be putting on and starting for you next month. And I misspoke, not tournament, league, but yeah, same sort of deal.
Yeah, same sort of deal. Now, NCAA has March Madness. I guess we're going to call this March Mayhem because things are going to go down.
Pretty much. It'll be we already have a pretty decent group of people in the league already, and the people that are going to be fighting here tonight, regardless of who wins and who gets in there, it's going to be even better. So it's one of those things where you should definitely watch out for that. And of course, for those who don't know what they're all going to be fighting for, the Aces Wild League for March, it's going to be for the TWF Unified World Heavyweight title, the top dog title for our entire organization. So we have the OWO Heavyweight, we have the TCW Heavyweight. Those will be second fiddle to this particular title. And indeed, the people that currently hold those particular group heavyweight titles are automatically in, so they could become double champions as well.
Yeah, this ain't Chihuahua time. This ain't one of those little teacup poodles. We're talking big mastiffs. We're talking Samoyeds. That's how you pronounce it, right? Samoyeds, whatever. Right. The big husky-looking damn dogs. This is the big dog title. So let's go ahead and get ready to go. Get it going.
Indeed. We'll get you started here with the OWO first, as always. There'll be some pretty interesting matches coming right up.
My boy, Comrade Husky, just hit the go button. You know what that means? It's go time. First match of the night, we got our boy, Takashi Tamura, the former OWO champion, lost his title to the Blue Maggots one, the Bookman.
Indeed, in a pretty stunning event. We didn't really, I'm sure there were the believers in the Bookman out there, but I know I, for one, thought Takashi would hold on to that title for longer than he ended up doing so. And here we have another kind of a person who may have been a portent of things to come for Takashi, as he was the first person who actually beat Takashi, and a rare freelancer coming in and beating a sitting champion. Should be an interesting match here for who gets within the league.
As you said, now he won it, actually in the match where Takashi won the championship away from Alicia Vexing. He won it in a last man standing match, and of course Sibusiso won against Takashi in that same kind of match. I guess he was trying to sit down and say, hey, this wasn't a fluke. I'm not above my prime. I can still go, but Sibusiso surprised everybody and was the lone loss before he lost the title completely to the Mighty Bookman.
Yeah, it was kind of like I said, it was sort of signs of things to come perhaps for Takashi, and an unfortunate turn of events, going from a man who, went hard in and surprised everyone, kind of dethroning Alicia in pretty serious fashion, to unfortunately losing the title in just as serious a fashion. Although it's one of those things where we do have to say, Bookman, of course, also fought last week for the title once again against his own teammate, Kingathan Deadlan, in a situation where to figure out who was worthy of going into the league as the champion, and cemented his position, defended the title, and he will be going into the league next month as the OWO Heavyweight Champion representative.
Definitely. Now, it almost feels like the way that Takashi won the title, almost feels like when I believe Tommy Dreamer won the ECW title toward the tail end of their run, just having this nice veteran, the guy who's been putting in a lot of hours, a lot of years on the road and in the gym, just into the business in general, winning the championship, but then losing it to a much younger competitor. If I can recall, please check me on my facts, people. But I believe it was Justin Credible who took it away from him.
Sounds like someone who would, yeah.
Now, right now, we just saw Sibusiso like showing off his chest on that little Tesla strike right there, beating each other down, and instead just saying, yo, keep giving me more. You gotta believe that since he does have this victory over Takashi, he's coming in here with a lot of confidence, a lot of momentum going in. We haven't seen a lot of him, but we might be able to see, something much more amazing in the books for him if he manages to beat the former champion once more.
Yeah, I would say this is definitely a kind of a trial by fire for him. If he wins here, it'll be and down the record books as him not beating a sitting champion as a fluke. It's just going to be, hey, you got 2 wins over a sitting champion and then that same former champion. Oh. Nice athletic plex there off of the corner.
Very athletic. It looks like what was that? A back press sidewalk slam?
Yeah, just about there. Just kind of hawking Takashi into the middle of the ring there. So, but yeah, no, Sibusiso is definitely
Takashi was going for the Wrath of the Shogun right there before he just caught that bulldog.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Nice stump puller there.
Oh, that lariat is vicious.
Yeah, that Baka lariat comes out of nowhere and has put many people down for at least a near fall.
We got a pinfall, 1, 2, just a 2 count. Takashi kicking out after that low blow from Sibusiso.
Yeah, 9 minutes in and a 2 count already, though. It might be showing what's to come. Nice.
A straight up full Nelson slam right into a stretch muffler, definitely going after those quad muscles, making it harder for the younger cat to move around, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, well, unfortunately, Sibusiso coming back with something that, well, yeah, but put the veteran down and make him think about things for a while. All for something big here. Off the ropes. Oh, just nailing him with a big strike.
Yeah, that nice little, what was that, a Superman punch, Superman elbow, just flooring the former champion.
Yeah. Once again, putting him down there.
Smartly dragging him away, showing some ring awareness. Go for the pin, 1, 2.
Just a 2 count. Oh, there it is, a pile driver. We've seen that also throw people in some near fall situations. And once again, yeah, there we go. 2.9. That's normally what happens after that. Bacalarity again.
Another pinfall. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Just a 2 count.
2 count.
This is definitely a clash of styles. Takashi with more of his hard nose.
Oh, there it is! Wrath of the Shogun. a 3 count, but it's just a formality at that point. Throwing.
You can count to 3, you can count to 5, you can count to 100. Sibusiso is not getting back up.
No, he's knocked out. In fact, we may have to get some medics out there. As impressive as that was, we do want to make sure, of course, Sibusiso is fine. He is stirring. I can report that as we go to the match evaluation here. So he's clearly not completely out of it, thankfully. But no,
New Japan has the young lions. We got the young kaijus going out there, making sure that he's perfectly safe and fine, pulling him out of the ring. As you said, we're getting some good reports, though.
Yeah, so thankfully that's good. But it's one of those things for his match, unfortunately, not so good. Wrath of the Shogun just slamming Sibusiso down and completely destroying his hopes of becoming a member of the or joining the league next month here, as he is knocked out of the running in the qualifier, which does mean that we have another former champion going in, Takashi Tamura, getting the okay. That should be an interesting one. It's one of those things where what a hell of a comeback it would be if Takashi Tamura goes from losing the OWO heavyweight champion to clawing all the way back and getting the overall unified TWF World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, definitely. You got to believe that. I don't believe Sibusiso's win was a fluke, but it might have been the match type. Just managing to keep Takashi down for the count of 10. But here he is. He's got a chip on his shoulder going into this league. He's definitely somebody that you got to look out for.
Yeah, definitely someone you have to look out for. And I think this proves that everyone talking about how the Wrath of the Shogun, one of the things that he did not throw out in a couple of his matches before, weirdly enough, it's one of those things where he just did not seem to be able to really cinch it in against his matches against the Bookman and his match against Sibusiso originally. Well, he definitely cinched it in this time and showed off that move is still incredibly deadly. All right, well, with that, we'll be moving back into our intermission as we get the next 2 people out here for our next qualifying match in just a moment here. And here we have it, match number 2, coming out here, newest member of OWO with the belt, which was one of the reasons why she was signed here. Oh, match graphic guy didn't get it quite right here, but half right. OWO Junior Weight Champion, and despite what the graphics guy says, newest member of OWO in general, Su-Jin Kim.
Got that nice, shiny little title around her waist. I know that she's got a lot of fans in the stands.
She does, yeah. She's kind of a mixed bag in terms of her matches so far, but you can't deny a person with with gold around her waist. And here we have, of course, the Gremlin. Not the Gremlin champion, but the Gremlin. Xain Alopex. For those who haven't been following, of course, he and one Noms of your organization have been having a weird, what I can only say is a backstage feud over a title they basically came up with to fight amongst themselves.
Like, honestly, I should be trying to gloat and hold it over your head that my guy keeps winning the title, but I don't want this title. Nobody wants this championship. It doesn't count. It's unofficial. It can't be undisputed if it's unofficial. I dispute it. They call it undisputed, but it's also just the unofficial Gremlin title. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that if you step up close to it, it smells like beef jerky.
People were talking about, is it chocolate? Was a $25 belt, somewhere around there? Nazi special. It's purple and green?
It's purple and green, and apparently he's trying to make merch out of it just to try to capitalize on it. You know what? If you manage to get back your $25, go for it. But I will not have you hawking merch in my backstage there, Noms.
Yeah, you want to do that on your own time in your own store, go right ahead, but we'll see.
Either way, pro wrestling tees.
Either way, we have the Matt Gremlin out here, the person who was calling himself that long before this strange feud and title existed, and has had a decent run of it in OWO. It's one of those things where, like, Su-Jin has had kind of mixed success in the ring and the various endeavors. Recently has had a pretty decent successful run with his new tag partner Enyo in the tag team Fight Money. Before that, having a pretty decent string of matches, singles matches and singles victories. But nothing to, he hasn't really necessarily been in the running for anything. This is, I think, kind of his first chance to potentially get gold that actually matters, not that backstage chintzy Etsy thing.
Get actual gold, not air quotes gold. But
yeah.
I really, as I said, I have been very vocal about my support for your Matt Gremlin, for this guy right here, Xain Alopex. He has been amazing. He's my kind of wrestler, very ruthless, a lot of ground and pound techniques. Oh, that fake handshake into a cross arm breaker.
Cheeky little handshake there.
You got Cheeky Nando's, he's got a cheeky handshake, and that's why he's dropping down and taunting.
It hit the fire.
Fire in her face.
He doesn't often hit that. It goes for a pretty decent amount of time, but he doesn't often hit it. Once again, just taunting her.
A guy that spits hot fire, but finally lands it.
Su-Jin must be feeling a little bit, potentially a little bit left out here. It's one of those things where the heavyweight title, of course, is an automatic entrant into the league. The junior weight, however, being both a newer title as well as kind of a, I don't necessarily want to call it a secondary title, but not necessarily the same running as a heavyweight title here in TWF, does not get an automatic in to the league. So she is having to fight for her entrant just like anybody else here. And, that's what she's hoping to prove here, is not only that she deserves the belts she already has, but that she can go on and get an even bigger, even more important belt.
Oh, true indeed. Now, if the TCW and the OWO heavyweight championships mean that they're the best of the best in terms of their organization, this is just the best of the best of the juniors in OWO, which is nothing to be shy about, not too shabby, but it's definitely doesn't have the length of time, the prestige that the OWO championship does have. It's had some great competitors where we just saw Takashi Tamura, Alicia Vexing, now the mighty Bookman. And she is the inaugural junior weight champion in Su-Jin Kim. So she's really got a lot of, some big shoes to fill to show that not only is she a worthy champion, but she is the best. Nobody remembers the second. Everybody remembers your first. It seems she's memorable right now.
Right. Yeah, it's one of those things where let us not forget that before everybody says, like, junior weights, secondary group, they're not, not as good as the heavyweights. That current OWO heavyweight champion, he may be the heavyweight champion, but he is actually small enough that he could theoretically also be the OWO junior heavyweight champion. Or junior weight.
I honestly don't see why. The Gremlin and the Bronco Buster.
The Bronco Buster, the disrespect. Su-Jin, trying to go for that V-trigger.
It smells like fish when he does that. I can't confirm.
I having not had it done to me. I hope that's false, but I can't necessarily say.
Oh, no!
Well, that was a surprise. One of those things where seemingly kind of out of nowhere there.
Su-Jin took the back of the prone Xain Alopex, but Xain just rolls out of it into a rolling knee bar and gets her to tap.
I don't know. That's one of those things where that seems like almost, maybe just got lucky on that cinch in. Got cinched in harder than even I think Xain probably kind of figured he did. Made her tap in the middle of the ring there. Unfortunate for Su-Jin, but fortunate for Xain as he gets a slot into the league next month.
It might have been just the fact that she was in the center of the ring. There's no outs. And if you got a guy like Xain Alopex just like clinching onto your ankle, it's kind of hard to drag that dead weight, the 10, 15 feet to the ropes and get a break.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, getting a break's not always easy, especially if you're right in the middle of the ring there, and especially after you've already potentially exhausted yourself trying to get a counter on the other move that you had just been almost put into, which was the case in this particular situation. Once again, unfortunate for the inaugural junior weight. It seems to have a bad night here today, but I'm sure Xain is happy to be considered for the Aces Wild tournament. So, and we have another one coming up here in just a second. It's actually involving Xain's tag team partner. So it should be interesting. We'll get that to you in just a moment here. Here we have it. As said, the tag team partner of the last victor in the last match here, Xain. One half of Fight Money, Enyo, the self-professed bounty hunter of the OWO.
Now, while half the crowd is chanting Fight Money, the other half of the crowd is doing what? Chanting out Dog Time, Dog Time, Dog Time. It's everyone's favorite goodest boy, Charlie Labrador, the Sunshine Express, coming down to the ring.
He has definitely got a fan group going here. I think you started something with this whole Dog Time stuff. Because he has definitely got a fan group going, and I don't necessarily blame him. He is one hell of a wrestler, and we've seen some pretty good stuff out of him so far. Should see a good match here as well.
Incredibly fun to watch.
Yeah.
Now, Enyo, as you said, she hasn't had too many singles matches. Oh, missing that low drop kick, and then the disrespect sitting on his face.
Yep. Yeah, she has not had the largest amount of singles matches. She has currently about 2-2 on singles, but 3-1 in tag team matches. So it's one of those things where she has had a better run with Xain and tag partners in general than she has in singles. But she's hoping, I'm sure, to turn that around here. Mr. Labrador, the Dog Time himself. 2-3 in singles. 1-1 in tag. So kind of similar win-loss records here for both of them.
Well, definitely. What we got right now is like cats and dogs wrestling together. Mass hysteria about to take place in the ring.
Indeed. Oh, not just kind of flesh on flesh there.
It just got belly on abs.
Ooh.
Oh, that modified figure 4, but he's not having any of it. Gets his way out of it. And you're pulling him close to the ring.
Working the legs there a little bit. Oh, speaking
nice
of working the legs.
Right there. Oh, and then right into the mount.
Right into the mount and then back into a Boston Crab. Nice combination there by Dog Time himself, the Sunshine Express.
Now, the Sunshine Express, he definitely looks like he's been taking a few extra classes in the dojo. We're seeing a side of him that we haven't seen before. That nice little combination going from the elbow drop right to the patella, right into a mount, and then back into a Boston Crab. We never really saw him string moves like that before.
No, that's kind of a newer side of him. I would have to admit. Oh, big stretch there. Oh, yeah. He's always been known for the power moves, as you just saw like that there, utilizing both his weight and his strength. But, yeah, in terms of kind of the more technical wrestling style of things, no, he's not necessarily been known for that previously. Seems like he has started to learn that and added that to his repertoire, and I think that's why he has become kind of more dangerous as a wrestler recently than he was starting out here in the TWF.
Well, you know what they say, you get out what you put in, and Dog Time has definitely put in a lot of work. Oh, there goes that black mass kick, that roundhouse kick right into a jackknife cover.
Jackknife cover gets a nice 2 count there. And you're just using those educated feet. She is well known as a strong kicker. Like I said, utilizes those fierce kicks of hers to put down a pretty varied amount of different opponents with different styles. Those things where, you know, you could be a stand-up fighter, you could be a MMA fighter, you could be a ground-based wrestler. It doesn't matter if you get your head kicked off. You're going down for 3.
Indeed. One of my favorite trainers used to say is like her left leg went to Harvard, right leg went to Yale. Those feet are educated.
Indeed.
Right now, it seems like they're at an impasse trying to figure out exactly what each of these opponents can do to each other. That nice little scissors leg takedown right into a leg lock.
Yep. Holds back and forth here. I don't. It's kind of one of those things where if you told me right now to call it, I don't think I really would have a winner for you. But it's
that's straight.
I'm definitely starting to see some of these stronger moves as I say that. Labby throwing out the massive just straight punch to the face. Oh, and you're a little dazed here. What are you gonna see?
Coming off the rope.
Oh, takedown.
Nice
countered though. Punches to the dome there.
That's what the risk you run when you go for a transitional move instead of going just for maximum pain.
Yep. Oh. Just going for the 1-2s and then kicks to the midsection. Once again, a 2 count. Go behind. Oh, that nasty stretch again. Holds it in for a bit longer this time, but still not enough. Ooh. Nice counter there by Dog Time.
Oh, those grounded chops definitely going to leave you winded. They may not seem like they do a lot of damage, but they do leave you winded. Oh, there he goes. Labby just
stomping a mud hole.
Stomping a mud hole and walking it dry.
Getting back for that kind of earlier kick and punch combinations as you threw. Uh-oh. And speaking of punch and kick combinations, Spirit Rush. Oh, I don't know who got the best of that one, but I wouldn't want to be either one of them in that situation.
Yeah, Labby's trying to keep Enyo in the corner, which is a very smart play. Make sure that she has no escape. Oh, but that nice little chop kick to the back of the knee, right into a jackknife cover. Once
again, yeah, trying to just roll up those big legs of Charlie, of Sunshine Express here. Fold him up. Try to get him into a pretzel shape and hopefully hold him there for 3. So far, it's gotten 2 counts, but nothing further. And once again,
nope. She needs a lot more to bring down Charlie.
Yep, 15 minutes in here. We're about halfway through. All these matches tonight, at least on the OWO side, will be 30-minute time limit. If we do not have a winner by normal ways, once again, as always, we'll go to a judge's decision.
Now, Labby just took that roundhouse kick and then got right back up, and there it is with Sleeping Time.
There it is, Sleeping Time Junction. One hell of a sleeper move. Enyo gets out of it, but that has to hurt. Oh, once again with that beatdown rush. Oh, tries to work the arm. No. Middle of the ring. She's going to have to either tap or get out of it. Looks like she found some room, though.
That is the rule. Snap, nap, or tap.
Thankfully, she seemed to walk from it.
Now, Labby definitely looked like he's controlling his breathing a lot better than he used to in the ring.
Yeah. Oh.
Definitely taking a step back. But right now, Enyo is just taking those kicks and another beatdown run.
It's working. And...
go
to sleep, but he is up already.
He is the arbiter of who goes to sleep.
Yeah, he says, no, I'm not sleepy at all. I am the one who sleeps.
I will get you slept on.
Oh, unfortunately, though, for all of that cockiness, for all of that pride and that wonderful getting back up right after getting that go to sleep, it didn't seem like it did more damage to him than we thought.
Tried
and
to
Dog
drag
Time
his
goes
way
down
over to the ropes, but our SDF cinched in a little bit too tight.
Yeah, unfortunate for the fans who were chanting Dog Time earlier. Enyo joining her tag partner in the league. It should be an interesting one. That means that they will have to face each other at some point in the league, so it should be an interesting kind of clash and showcase that we haven't seen quite yet. But unfortunate, like I said, for those fans of one Charlotte Labrador.
Still, you can hear them faintly in the crowd. There's still our chance of Dog Time. See, here's the thing. Fan appreciation does not care about win-loss record. Fan appreciation is all about who can endear themselves and engender themselves to the fans. And Charlie Labrador has already done that. There he is. They're already applauding him. He put up a good fight. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
The Sunshine Express heading right backstage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and well deserved. Put on a hell of a match and was well fought all around. Just unfortunately came out on the losing end there. But we have 3 more qualifying matches here on the OWO side of things. So we'll get right back to it in just a moment. And here we have it. Kingathan Deadlan, the man who challenged his own partner, Bookman, to the OWO heavyweight title last week in an unfortunately losing effort. Unfortunate for him, of course. Here to...
Say what you will about heroes. Say what you will about heroes. Championships knows no friendships.
Yep. So they swear up and down they maintain their friendship even through their short rivalry here, and they will continue to tag together, and of course are still friends. Some people have cast a little bit of doubt on that, but so far, I've seen nothing backstage to say otherwise. So, and of course we have Wendingo here, the Big Burr. We've seen him a couple times here, off and on, but so far just been a solid portion of our freelancing sort of division here in the TWF.
Now, my question is, if he ends up beating Kingathan Deadlan, are you going to extend an invitation for him as he goes up for the league championships?
It kind of depends. I mean, at this point, it's one of those things where he will be going for a TWF-wide championship in that world heavyweight. Theoretically, either one of us could throw the invitation out to him. So, it's one of those things, especially if he wins, that's one hell of a bargaining chip. Whoever gets him gets the world heavyweight title. Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure that the Wrestling Commission says that there is a limit to 1 bear per promotion. And I already have an actual damn bear as my ref.
Yeah, well, then I suppose if Dingo gets in, then maybe he'll be my bear.
I don't like the way you said my bear.
You already said it like you only have 1 per promotion.
I'm just saying, like, do I need to put the NC-17 tag up on the screen?
No, not that type of bear.
Can I go around and saying, like, Daryl Dunn is my otter?
No. Is he an otter?
Does he qualify as an otter? I mean, he's 6'1".
This is
but he's
getting
also
weird.
like only like 216. Yeah, it's definitely weird. Back to the match at hand.
Back to the actual bear.
Ooh. Not an actual damn bear, though. Just an actual bear.
Just an actual bear. Oh, you're going for a big splash, but doesn't quite get it. Even taking the time to cinch in a nice little something there in the corner. Oh.
Atomic drop right into a backdrop. Nice combination there from Wendingo, the actual bear.
Indeed, yeah. Oh, those hero punches. Right into a sitting dragon screw. Back into hero punches.
Definitely no. Oh, nice fierce lariat.
Ooh, turning into a bit of a brawl in the middle of the ring here. Ooh.
That Northern Lights driver is very gruesome. Oh, but there goes Kingathan Deadlan.
Showing off his strength here as he is able to put the big bear up on his shoulders for an airplane spin. And that then
bear is
just
over
to show off.
1,500 pounds. I want you to know that.
It's one of those things where I genuinely don't know if you're kayfabing me right now because that bear is very large.
Would you want to try to pick him up?
No. Oh,
exploder kick.
Going for
there goes that roast pig clutch.
Roast pig clutch gets a 2.
Irish gets into the rope right there, catches up, and there goes the taunt.
Yep, it's going for a taunt. We're about 8 minutes in here, but once again with that kick. And once again with the roast pig clutch. 2.9. King's in a dangerous situation here. I don't know if he necessarily had Dingo scouted here before he got in here. He's got to change up his game plan. It would be a hard thing to scout, but you know what? King's gone up against some pretty hardcore opponents in this time. I would say if anyone's going to be scouting a bear successfully, he'd be the one to do it.
Right into that triangle lock.
Yeah, just a mountain of furriness just locked all over the place.
Was that an F5? Did a bear hit an F5?
Yeah, you know what? That did kind of look like an F5. Oh. Cheeky little laugh from the bear. Roast pig clutch. Just a 2 now.
Just a 2 count.
Oh, get into a striking battle against a bear. That's how you know King doesn't mess around. Super kick. He just super kicked a bear. Back into that.
How much would somebody have to pay you to try to super kick a bear? I just want to ask.
I don't know if I would be able to. I don't know I would ever super kick a bear. Oh, Falcon Arrow.
Falcon Arrow. Leg clutch.
Just a 2 count, but going in for the spell. King. Oh, I flipped a parachute. One of those special moves that King only brings out every now and again. Back into the Falcon Arrow.
Oh, he's trying to end this as quickly as possible.
Just a 2 count again. I said that he had to change up his strategy, and, well, he definitely did that just now. Oh, going for the coup de grace. Didn't quite get all of it. Toss him outside and does a little dance. Just long enough to let Dingo back in. Ooh, nice little scoop there. Another dragon screw.
Again, the dragon screw.
We're going to see another. We're going to see here. Oh, slingshot. Just double stomp into an airplane spin. Is he going to? No, didn't tap out. Calling for the big knee. Are we going to see another double stomp? No, thinks wisely against it. Uh-oh.
Once more, Northern Lights driver.
Northern Lights driver, and again,
doubling up.
Dingo, I think, realizing that he's in trouble here if he doesn't end this now, and doesn't.
Oh, was that a burning hammer?
No, not quite.
You're right, that was close, a burning hammer.
Well.
Because of the bear.
In the ropes there on that last pinfall attempt. Trio
I noticed that you're not responding to my bear pun, but I
just decided that I'm going to let that slide, yeah. Oh, Falcon Arrow again on a bear.
1, 2.
Just a 2 count.
Is this match going to end right now? Like, they're going for the big moves. Once again, the airplane spin.
Yep. Oh, and breaking the ropes there from the airplane spin. Remember, for those that have not seen it, and it has actually happened once or twice here in OWO, that airplane spin technically is a tap-out move. You could theoretically tap to an airplane spin.
1, 2.
Oh, 2.9 once again. Airplane spin, middle of the ring. Oh, going for a long one there. Oh, Dingo not even really dazed, though. Back into that driver again, a Northern Lights driver. Both men tired.
They are exhausted. I would be, too. We're closing in on 20 minutes, and we're getting a bunch of near falls. 2 counts. 1, 2.
Yeah, 2 count again.
Just like that.
Oh, outside.
Once again, that burning hammer. I'm going to keep saying it until somebody reacts.
Well, it's not going to be me. You have to look into our audience for that one. F5 from the bear.
F5 from Wendingo.
We're going to see another one. We are. King back up,
King is right back up as nothing happens.
Oh. King's dazed. He's gotten hit by a lot just now. But Dingo not going for the pin count. I would say that might not have been wise. He didn't go for that pin. He may have had him if he went for that, but decided against it. King once again calling with that big knee. What's he going to do? Falcon Arrow.
Another Falcon Arrow. 1,
seen this do so much to so many people, but so far just gotten 2 counts. People's elbow.
People's elbow.
I don't know if now is the time to be showing off. Let's see. Pinning combination. 2. No. Not enough. Oh. And again.
I don't know. Either competitor. Oh, there goes the Kamagoye.
Kamagoye. Into a chokehold kick there. And then another
exploder kick.
Exploder kick. This one.
So many
he has to pin. This may be it. King 2. No.
No, just a 2 count.
Just a
Not
2 count.
This is straight up 2 count. Can King be put away?
I don't know. Can either one of these combatants be put away? 22 minutes now. We have merely 8 minutes, or almost getting up on 7 minutes until we have to call this and give it to the judges. Oh. Spell going into that nice little kick on the side of the ropes there. And once again, dropping King just down on the middle. Oh!
Oh!
It's a deadlift German into that Northern Lights driver again.
That taunt might end up,
exploder
biting in the ass.
Cover. Too close to the ropes, too close to the ropes. That might be giving King just enough time, just enough space to potentially put something together here, get his momentum back. Sure he will. Uh-oh. Oh, once again, though. Just getting kicked in the face. This time, ring awareness.
1, 2.
No!
No! King!
King just will not die. Even though he's a little dazed there, clearly. Had a little bit of run in there.
Is King the adamantium of the freaking Wakanda items?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm so excited. What's going on?
You just lost your references there.
I missed it up.
Coffin drop. Just a bit ago. Goes into a Falcon Arrow. Now, this has to be at least a... Oh, there we go! I was about to say that has to be at least a near fall. And in fact, it was even better. Kingathan in a shockingly hard-fought match. And only because we haven't really seen Dingo clearly enough in our organizations here. He put on a hell of a match and a hell of a situation here. Almost put Kingathan away, I would say, a half dozen times. But Kingathan just showing his resilience. You know, there's a reason why he's tagging with the champ. There's a reason why he almost was the champ. He was in for 26 minutes. Hits the Falcon Arrow. And is now going in alongside his partner to potentially become the TWF World Heavyweight Champion. And what a match.
How was that not 100%?
I don't know. I would have given 100%. But more importantly, we have seen 100% matches between him and his partner, and we will again, and that excites me enough. So, whether or not this one was got the 100% from whoever is rating these things, well, we should definitely see that going forward.
Excites you enough. Somebody get the censor bars ready.
No, not like the bear. Whatever. Okay, just fine. Just we're going into the next match here. Just hold on.
Uh-oh, it's that song, and it's that time again.
Indeed. Denora, one of the few people here that's getting a second chance, and much to my kind of chagrin here, the only member of True that has not qualified for the March League so far. But
now, is your chagrin the fact that she's getting a second chance, or your chagrin the fact that she's the only member of True who hasn't made it in?
The fact that she's getting a second chance is one of those things where, you know, you were all about giving second chances to wrestlers. We wanted to do the same, but it seems like pretty much the only person that managed to get that was, surprise, surprise, the only member of True that didn't get in. So I have a feeling that it might have been a little rigged. We don't have any evidence of that so far, but I just have a feeling, you know. But that being said, she still has to face Mr. Bob Alden here. The Wrestling Bob. Freelancer. And relatively newcomer here in TWF.
Now, we don't get a lot of people named Bob in wrestling or even in professional sports lately. So he's already one of a dying breed.
He is indeed. I've seen him, just like I said, a few times here in TWF so far, and unfortunately not particularly, well, he has not won anything, I don't believe, so far. So if he does win this one, it'd be definitely a coup for him, because he'd be going from 0-2 to potentially becoming World Heavyweight Champion, or at the very least in the running for it.
Definitely in the running for it. And Denora put up a really good fight in her losing effort to try to make it into the tournament. Or tournament, the league. Whichever.
Yeah, that's the thing that they keep sort of saying backstage when they were pointing to why she is getting her second chance here. I don't know. I still think shenanigans might have happened. And woo, already we have the choke chain being applied there.
Yeah, she wants to end this quickly.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it doesn't surprise me. She wants to go out, finish this up, and go back as the like I said, the last member true that got in here.
Hopefully when she goes back there, she'll, I don't know, shave her feet? Wait, are those her feet or are those boots?
I think they're boots, but you know what? Don't quote me on that. Especially considering the combatant we just saw in the last match.
True enough. No pun intended, apparently.
No pun intended.
Now we have Bob Alden, who is like the old school rockabilly 80s style wrestler. Definitely has that sort of flair and style, but Denora is far more, I'll say in comparison, far more flashy, far more modern, high work rate style. So honestly, again, we've been having a lot of these clash of styles, and sometimes it makes for a good match, and sometimes, you know, you just get like a complete and utter crap show.
It's sometimes a hit and sometimes a flop, yeah. And unfortunately, that's kind of the way of the game when it comes to these big leagues and big league qualifiers. You know, you get people going up against each other that might not go up against each other in any other situation but this. So, you know, sometimes it's great. We get to see matches and situations that we never would before, and sometimes, well, there's a reason we haven't seen them before.
True indeed. Now, Red Alessandri got his way in by beating Denora, so maybe it was that particular clash of styles that, you know, helped him achieve greatness, or the potential to achieve greatness. Bob Alden, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have a lot going for him besides a very stringent, a very, you know, methodical style of wrestling for him. So there's not a lot of surprise that could, you know, catch Denora. Yeah. Oh, there he goes, that spinning Canadian destroyer from the turnbuckle.
Yep. Once again, rolling into that armbar in the middle of the ring there. Dangerous position to be to have that cinched in. Oh, goes for a cutter, doesn't quite get it. Oh, well, there's something from Bob. Once again, going into the big swing.
Big swing.
We should probably just, oh boy, here, just call that the OWO special. We have enough people here to do a big swing.
3, 4, 5.
And here we have Denora just kind of sitting outside, taking her breath, being
now, this is the first
smart,
time
methodical.
that you watched them. It is a 20 count.
Yes. Yeah, unlike American style wrestling, the TWF runs on the more Japanese style, having a 20 count on the outside of the ring. Gives our people more of a chance to get back into the ring and less chance of a count out victory, which of course nobody likes to see.
Yeah. You know what they say, a tie is like kissing your sister. Like, what would you consider a count out victory to be?
I don't even want to think about what that would be in that particular context. Ooh. Oh,
there it goes.
Nice run-up cutter there. We want to see that again. We might. Nope. Trio woe.
Right into a trio woe. Okay, if a tie is kissing your sister, I'm just going to say winning by count out is like licking your cousin's cheek or something. I don't know.
I think it's the best that we just leave that there. Oh, 2 count. Nice flying body press. Uh-oh, tumbleweed.
Oh, continuing to roll.
Rolling around the ring.
Rolling.
No.
Denora is rolling. Just a 2 count.
Just a 2 count, didn't quite get anything out of that, but definitely seems to daze Denora a little bit, giving Bob some momentum here as he folds Denora up for another 2 count.
Yeah, that double A spine buster definitely takes a lot.
Choke chain. Right again. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get it cinched in hard enough, it seems like. Bob able to get out of it.
Ooh. Oh, just refusing to allow her to get something off the ropes.
Oh.
Jackknife cover.
Jackknife
1.
cover.
2.
Just a 2 count.
Just a 2 count.
Wasn't
Denora's
really on
still
much.
down though.
Oh. Bob doing a little bit of a cheeky roll in. Uh-oh. Trying to go for something in the corner. Denora instead. Double stomp. And again. And it's Anton just to the boot.
Just throwing everything she can at him because I know she was expecting this to be a quick night, but 15 minutes in and she wants to end this. Definitely could see that.
Yeah. Oh! Nice rotation there. We're going to see that again. We are.
Missed it this time. Was that
missed
a
it that
Phoenix
time.
senton?
Big diving elbow there instead from Bob. Oh, goes for something big. Doesn't quite get it. Countered. Uh-oh. I wasn't sure who got
back up.
Yeah, not sure who got the worst of that exchange, but Denora was right back up, as you said. Into the corner again. Are we going to see something similar? We are. Double stomp again. And one more for the boot.
Again. Bob Alden's going to need himself a
choke chain. Choke chain into the ropes this time, unfortunately, for Denora. Cutter.
Run up, cutter.
Taking him back up. Trying to go for something here. Oh. One. Once again in the ropes. It's that fortunate ring awareness here. Uh-oh. Nice stunner there.
Twist of fate on Denora. Oh, slide
choke chain again.
Once again, choke chain.
Slew choke chain. Ah, just too close to the ropes. Bob able to get out of it. Throwing the kinks out of his neck. Cover. No, kind of a weird cover there from
2 count.
From Mr. Bruce, but
seemed like he had a little hitch in his giddy up.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Leg trip takedown. Bob Alden pulling her away from the ropes into a big swing.
Wing. Are we going to see something? Oh, we're going to see a tumbleweed. Rolling all the way around the ring. Got a 2 out of this last time. Let's see. Oh!
Wow!
Mr. Bob Alden getting a 3 count off the tumbleweed. Looks like he was playing the guitar there a little bit. Looks like he just kind of threw the equilibrium of Denora off. She couldn't figure out which way to kick out, and that was enough. Rolling cradle, the tumbleweed. Definitely a surprise there.
Did not expect that one right there.
No, I don't think anybody would have put money down for Bob being the victor there. Denora, unfortunately, 2-2 means that she is going to be officially the only person in True that is not on the league for next month. Unfortunate for the league, or unfortunate for True, I should say.
Unfortunate for True, but maybe great for the league. Not having all 4 members inside might make this a little bit more palatable, a little bit easier to swallow.
Definitely to officiate, yeah. I'm sure Elvis Bruce is not particularly sad to see Denora lose here. Speaking of, we have a bit of a surprise for this last one here. It should be a good one, and should also show why Philadelphia's Bruce is officiating this particular set of OWO matches. So we'll get to that in just a moment. And here we have it. Coming out as a representative of the Destiny Dojo for OWO, Miss Keona Masaki.
We're gonna have to start selling shirts for the Destiny Dojo.
We should. It's one of those things where, especially between Keona and Kai, especially, they have a pretty good representation here in the TWF. And
wait, who is this?
In her debut, you already know her, but you don't know her in this capacity. The wrestling ref, Lyndsay Barber. You may know her as the referee for a lot of the OWO matches, especially. She's normally in a bit of more of a referee type style uniform, but she has a wrestling license. She just has not been put into any TWF matches so far. Has decided to start her career here in the TWF, going after the heavyweight championship title. One hell of a way to go. See if it works out for her.
Well, definitely. I really appreciate anybody who's willing to step into the ring, especially with these high-octane wrestlers and athletes that we have.
Oh, nice little counter there. Looks like an attempted takedown for Lyndsay, and Keona kind of gets the better of it there.
Now, Lyndsay, is this her first match ever, or is she wrestled anywhere else?
This is her first match at the very least in the TWF. I can't say, unfortunately. I did not get the information of whether she has fought on any indies or any other promotions, but she's definitely been trained prior to her taking the job here as referee, because we did know when she was hired that she was known as a wrestling ref. Ooh, nice little counters back and forth here between Lyndsay and Keona.
Well, so far her skills aren't shabby. She definitely knows how to do some chain wrestling and some mat wrestling, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, nice little crown kicks there.
Oh! Pop-up knee right to the mush. Right into an ankle lock on Keona.
Ankle lock on Keona. Oh. Kicking battle back and forth. Parrot. Speaking of your educated feet.
Oh, that kneeling super kick.
Kneeling super kick. Already a cover, just one.
Not showing any signs of ring rust or whatever the equivalent of ring rust is if you have not potentially ever been in a match before.
Yeah, definitely. One of those things where kind of to me it seems that I wouldn't be surprised if she was working indie dates, or at the very least keeping up in the gym, maybe doing some tryout matches when she wasn't refereeing. Because you're right, she definitely does not have any sort of ring rust. She knows precisely what she's doing out there so far. Flesh on flesh there on that cover.
Oh, that sliding drop kick on the supine Lyndsay Barber.
Yep. As I was talking about we show the big swing, the OWO special, we should call that sort of the sliding moves, the Desta Dojo special. We've seen that on Kai does a variant of that as well, to good effect.
Oh, indeed. He's definitely, it served him well, and so far, the same similar moves have been serving Keona well, but right now she's just catching those crown kicks.
Yep. Oh. Oh.
Oh, that flipping kick right into a spinning heel kick.
Nice kick combination in general. Kicks all around. Kicks for days.
Kick. Oh, that ripcord knee strike.
Rainmaker style V-trigger. Goes for a cover. Figure four. Now. Into the corner here. Oh. Literally kicks out of it.
Refusing to allow it to happen.
2 count. Oh, uh-oh. Oh. See the lights. That would be her particular finisher there. Only gets a 2 count. We saw kind of a variant of that, of course, earlier on tonight.
Oh, that tilt-a-whirl arm breaker. Definitely going to break the equilibrium and definitely put a lot of stress and strain on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, off the top. Waiting for it to get up. What are we going to see here? Oh! A diving knee situation there. Another
off
knee.
The ropes right into a running knee.
And just stretching out those long legs of Keona. Fortunately, she's able to, well, fortunately for Lyndsay, she is able to get to the ropes in time.
Just eating a super kick right there into a diving pin. Just 2 count.
Oh. Both wrestlers taking a little bit of time to scope each other out here before going into this situation here. Oh.
Keona doing a smart thing, catching her breath, but then catching the combinations in the back.
Back into the ankle lock. Doing her best to, I think, just kind of damage and weaken those legs, as this has been a one hell of a kicking contest. Oh, speaking of damaging the legs, dragon screw to the outside. Oh, cinching another leg lock on the outside here. This is not false count anywhere. This cannot end outside of the ring, but of course you can do as much damage to your opponent as you wish, wherever you wish, within the time limit, of course.
Sure enough. Oh, just got to a 13 count.
Oh, recently see something on the top rope here. Oh, We are indeed. Top rope enziguri.
Oh, picking Lyndsay up and catching that back elbow, throwing into the score. Oh, and there goes Kai doing a flip.
Oh!
Is that a reverse axe kick, scorpion kick? What was that?
Just whatever it was, it looked like it hurt. And it definitely started a little bit of momentum here for Lyndsay Barber. Uh-oh.
Now, usually when Lyndsay takes a hit like that, she's ended up bloody and beaten and bruised.
Yeah. We've seen her bloody and beaten, although it's one of those things where, you don't necessarily expect, some 200 to 300 pound person to just suddenly ram at you at full speed when you're a ref. So you give her a little bit of a break there.
Some may not expect it, but some actually call for it. They wish for it. They call a 1-900 number for it.
Well, I won't deny that, but it's not necessarily my purview. Going off the ropes once again. Kick combination here. Oh, just 1-2. A little bit of a combination. Oh.
And
drops, goes for the reverse that time. Oh, just kick after kick. Dragon through counter there. Kick again and again.
Counter those kicks.
Just trying to knock the daylights out of Keona here, and it seemed to work as she puts on the ankle lock. And in her first match in, Lyndsay with the surprise victory against Keona and an entrant into the Aces Wild League.
Let's see if she can hold this kind of momentum moving forward. I don't think I've ever seen a referee get a chance like this, get a shot like this. So here's my big question. Does anybody take her shifts afterwards? Like somebody pick up the slack, or is she going to start, counting to 3 in her own matches?
I don't know. It's one of those things where, we definitely won't have her be a ref for her own matches, but it is one of those things where, if she gets into a feud with a particular person, obviously we'll have to keep in mind that she can't necessarily be officiating their matches and stuff like that as well. So it is going to be a bit of a difficult one, but we figured we'd give her a chance, and, lo and behold, that chance turned out to be well-earned as she walks away with her ticket to the Aces Wild League.
All right. 100% match evaluation is none too shabby to have on your debut.
Yeah, it's definitely, fans seem to like her. And, we'll see how she does. In the meantime, however, we will be tossing it over to you over there on the TCW side of things, as you have some qualifiers of your own, I hear. The last 6 for the league itself. And then we'll have a full set to announce for starting next week. But before then, let's get into it.
Here's the leader of El Indomito, who looks like they've had a renewed sense of purpose ever since that very regrettable loss to one Mickey Cornstarch and the Men of Main Street.
The Men of Main Street, yes. That classic moment of, you completely losing your shit. And perhaps rightfully so, as we have not seen Mickey Cornstarch get a victory since, but he had some surprisingly decent matches, and he's definitely a fan favorite, but we are not talking about Mickey Cornstarch here. We're talking about Prince Rivera and Isaac Williams here.
Now, as we said, the leader of El Indomito versus Isaac Williams. Now, there are no leaders in Onyx. We just have mentors. We have people who come with a sense of purpose, and so far, Isaac has really been showing a surprising amount of purpose in singles competition.
That is true. So far, just to give the tail of the tape, so to speak, between the two of these people, Prince Rivera, so far, unfortunately, has not had the best of luck in matches in general, as El Indomito in general have not. He's 1-3 in singles competition, whereas your Isaac Williams is, unfortunately not much better at 0-2. So, it's one of those things where one could argue, if just looking at the stats, that we're looking at sort of the almost a loser bracket, if you wish. But I don't know. I think El Indomito definitely have been on a a new path as of late. Be interesting to see what they can do if they get a chance. And I know Onyx has shown a lot of sort of promise, even in losing efforts here. I would love to see what Isaac Williams could do as well.
As we said, the TWF, sorry about that. It's not always about wins and losses when it comes to the fans. It's about putting all your heart, your blood, sweat, and tears down there on the mat. And so far, Isaac Williams, despite having that 0-2 record, has put in some impressive showings in tournaments and multi-man matches. And really, that's the thing that they resonate towards. They resonate towards the effort. They resonate towards, putting in all that you can rather than just letting it sleep on you.
Yeah. Yeah, we may use win-loss brackets to see who may be in the next number one contender, but we definitely are not going to throw out people with a losing record just because they have one, especially if they are beloved by the fans. We wouldn't have our Mickey Cornstarches of the world if all we cared about was wins and losses, let's put it that way.
Nice little elbow butt there to Isaac. Oh, there it is, that run-up axe kick.
One hell of a combination there. Well-deserving of a cover and well-deserving a near fall, too. Shocking as that might be at 6 minutes in here.
I mean, honestly, if you caught somebody's heel to the back of your dome, I would be down for 3, 4, 5, 1,200.
Yeah.
50, 11 counts.
As I said, it's one of those things where, yeah, it's definitely worth the 2.9, but still, between two professional athletes, you would think 7 minutes in, it's a little early. But, not a 3 count.
There he is, the Binding of Isaac!
Binding of Isaac already, 2.9. Once again, well-deserved.
Right into a flapjack.
Uh-oh!
Oh, he took his move, the Binding of Isaac, but he's in the ropes!
In the ropes! Probably for the best for Isaac Williams. That would have been an interesting one to get out of. Granted, if anyone could get out of it quickly, hopefully it would be Isaac himself. Binding of Isaac again, once again into the ropes, though.
Now we've seen Jacob Sapp beat Isaac Williams with the Binding of Isaac. His own move right there, jackknife cover, 1, 2. Oh, a 3 count.
Speaking of beating, yeah, interesting. Uh-oh. Oh, we're seeing this again.
Oh! Haley, get your masked ass in there and stop this.
Well, super kick into a jackknife hold with a little bit of a
steak on it.
Lightly called a flourish afterwards, but yes, Prince Rivera once again picking up a win here, and Isaac unfortunately once again adding another to his losing column here in singles competition.
Hey, Prince Rivera, as he said, El Enemigo was trying to rebrand, trying to show that they could go harder and harder and harder than they were before, and I guess that beatdown is an indication of that. But they might have a fine in their lockers by the time we're done.
And I wouldn't necessarily doubt that. Either way, though, it did net him a victory. It did net him a place on the East World League. So, yeah, there we have it. Prince Rivera moving forward, the first of El Enemigo. We'll have to see how that goes for him.
Let's see.
In the meantime, however, we'll be moving on to our next qualifier.
Now, Imani put up a bloody performance against the still champion Daryl Dunn last week.
Yeah.
When we say leaving it all on the mat, Kai definitely did it, spilling pints of blood along with his wrestling brother and Daryl Dunn.
Yeah, that was one hell of a match. It was one of those things where it was. Oh, right, yeah. I do love to keep talking, but of course, we have to remember that every single time this goddamn song is so loud.
It makes my elbows itch.
Every time I would love to just keep talking to you fans, but I can't because it's so loud.
So loud. So damn loud.
Anyway, as we were attempting to say before we were so rudely interrupted by that sound guy again, Kai came out with a non-title match with Daryl Dunn and left, well, wasn't just his heart and soul on the mat, it was a decent chunk of his blood supply.
Definitely. Now he's got to go up against someone who is, I guess you would say, Dunn's contemporary, someone who has a lot of strikes, a lot of takedowns, a lot of submission techniques. So if Dunn is going to be who Imani sets his sights on, then definitely Geoff Soo is a nice proxy in the meantime.
Yeah. It does actually kind of make me wonder why Daryl Dunn has not fallen in with, well, to use the term, with the Fallen. They seem to be simpatico in a number of different ways, but...
Well,
I suppose...
to hear Dunn tell it, he doesn't like taking orders from anyone. Now, I know we don't see a lot of Franco Silva outside of the ring or behind the scenes, but apparently he's a micromanager. He's the one who sets up all these matches to make sure that his guys and girl apparently have the best setup moving forward. That's why this is such an important thing right here, because he has petitioned me time and time again to give the likes of Lyndsay, Geoff Soo, and Gabriel Blackwell title shots just out of nowhere, and he's incredibly convincing, or is the word I'm looking for, intimidating.
Yeah, intimidating I would go for. Although it is one of those things where they seem to have found a winning combination with, speaking of Geoff Soo and Lyndsay, in tag competition, because in the last couple of weeks they have raised their stakes up to, Geoff Soo here in the ring is 7-1 in tag competition. That is a hell of a record.
Indeed.
So it has that means 1-7, lost only one match that he's ever been in a tag situation, regardless of partner. So
honestly, I don't know who he might have lost to.
I don't know. I can look through. Let me see. I'll go through my notes here. I can find that for you eventually. In the meantime, talk amongst yourself.
Amongst myself, there we go. Well, right now, as I said, he has Geoff Soo has the same sort of moveset and style. Oh, there goes that buzzsaw kick, dropping Imani. 1, 2, just a 2 count.
Oh, I actually found it relatively quickly. He was a member alongside Gabriel Blackwell. Geoff Soo and Gabriel Blackwell were represented the Fallen in the TWF Tag Team Grand Prix, and unfortunately lost to the Sabercats, the old UWU tag group.
So indeed, the only time that they lost was during that tournament, and since then they've been on a tear.
They've been on a tear, and it's one of those things where we unfortunately, with the loss of our good friend Jay Saltini, and the UW in general, means that he has the one tag team that was able to put him down no longer is in our organization. So that does speak to the fact that he probably has a pretty open road to another potential tag championship here. I would say much like with the OWO's Los Heroes del Ring, the Fallen, as represented by Geoff Soo and Lyndsay, definitely, if there's going to be any serious contender for the unified tag team title, those two would be definitely amongst them.
Definitely got to unify with one of them just to make that work.
Oh,
2,
9 already.
3 count. Another buzzsaw kick. Kai is being given a run for his money.
Yeah, I don't know if Kai necessarily has a decent answer for this, just straight up come at you and knock your ass out type of style that the Fallen and Daryl have been putting out lately.
That might be his kryptonite. I honestly was expecting him to put up like a better showing. Oh, there it is. Nice little counter. Kicks right to the chest.
He's gotten near falls against him, but he ain't gotten a 3 yet, so I wouldn't necessarily count him completely out.
Roundhouse kick, super kick.
Both been down, both been back up at around the same time.
Nice reversals and counters right there, filling each other out with those strikes. That spinning back kick, grounded chop.
Oh,
And a straight punch.
that might be a game changer right there. That straight punch looked like it did more than just knock him down. It looked like it was a little bit of a knock loopy.
But Kai got right back up right there.
Kai getting right back up into a 2 count. Oh, yeah. I don't know about that one. He's a little dazed. Although, well, he's at least with us enough here to start up a fight, but I don't know to what end.
Cause a fight, throw a Molotov, cause a riot. Do whatever you can, but get that victory.
Oh, just once again with those dangerous straight punches. Oh, shots to the midsection. I seems to have really
definitely got the victory on that little exchange.
Yeah, it looks like he's at the very least got his leggings back, which is good. Oh, well.
Well, say what you will. Commentator's curse.
Yeah, definitely.
That
down,
punching combination. 1,
4,
2, 3.
Yeah, like I said, I really do think that straight punch was the portent of things to come there. He looked a little loopy there, and I don't think he ever quite got back on his feet, despite things.
And there it is again. I can taste red.
Thankfully, only for a blessedly brief time on the exit. That does, however, mean Geoff Soo will be going into the league for himself. We'll just have to see if his luck in tag competition carries over into the singles sphere.
Yeah, so far that's 3 members of True, 3 members of the Fallen. I hate this bracket because somebody's getting knocked the hell out.
Yeah, that's going to definitely. I mean, it's one of those things where we are, just to kind of show off a little bit. We are going to try to keep our own within the two separate blocks, and only the finalists will be more than likely between our 2 organizations. But that does mean that there's a pretty darn good chance that finalist match might be between True and the Fallen if things continue to go the way that they have. And
I would love to see it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it would definitely be. Yeah, I have to say, it was one of those things where if we saw, Kai and Daryl to go for a surprisingly bloody match, I don't think if it went bloody, it would be all that surprising if it was between True and the Fallen, even in a standard quote-unquote style match. Either way, Geoff Soo moving on, and we are moving on with him to our next qualifying match in just a moment.
Let's go. Now, time for the second chance opportunity. Kareem Kelleigh.
Yeah.
Making his way down, calls himself the man of the year. Now, Cameron Chapman knocks him out for his chance to make it into the league qualifiers. But again, we figure, hey, Kareem put up such a great match. Let's give him one more shot at potentially shocking the world and being able to win the TWF championship.
Yeah. One of those things where I could totally see it. I could also totally see Jesse Laurence here surprising us with a victory here and putting himself into it. This should be an interesting one.
Well, let's see what these 2 behemoths of the ring have to say.
Already some mounted punches or back mounted punches.
Oh, yes, indeed. Now, despite the fact that Laurence is a little bit smaller than his bigger counterpart and Isaac Williams, he's definitely a more methodical, less high-flying, just straight-up ground and pound, I will beat you down, snap, nap, or tap kind of wrestler.
Yeah. Of course. And so far, that's definitely been shown in his offense in various matches. And I'm sure will be shown here as well. Both men so far just kind of feeling each other out. Got some decently big moves so far, but a lot of just attempted mounting positions and counters and things you would sort of expect in the feeling process here. I would say, like I said, at the beginning here, I wouldn't be shocked if either one of these men won. I assume that would mean that, they're relatively evenly matched in terms of not only statistics, but just in terms of feel, I would say. Would you disagree with that?
Right now, this is just seems like just a even back and forth match.
Yeah. And like I said, I would not be shocked if that holds on until the end. I wouldn't be surprised if we get kind of a surprise out of the blue finish for this one. But I've been proven wrong in the past, so...
As you said, commentator's curse. Oh, wow,
Whoa.
that kick just sends Kareem out sends Kareem careening.
Yeah. Well, that definitely was a little bit of a commentator's curse right off the bat. That definitely wasn't a... if you wanted an evenly matched sort of situation, that's not the way you do that.
Definitely not.
And already
Laurence is showing a side of himself that we haven't seen before.
Some frantic back and forth on the outside there. It was a nice series of combinations. That definitely went from like a 2 mile an hour to a 60 mile an hour type of match in about as long as it took me to say that.
Boom. Oh, right there to a super kick.
Oh, standing moonsault.
Standing shooting star.
Gets the 2. Oh. Nice diving elbow there.
Yes, indeed. Now, we've been seeing, again, despite the fact that he is much smaller, he is a much more, I don't know why I say much more, but he's definitely a better bulldog than his much larger counterpart. Because you see it right there, that leg feed knee breaker.
Yep. Although, diving elbows, you can't necessarily call out the fact that he's, he has a little bit of diving, flying moves. Those,
he definitely has some
in.
of them.
Yep.
Oh, remnants of Denora with the choke chain.
Yeah, and once again throwing it in there. He seems to really like that one.
But you notice how they separate and break away. They understand the importance of breathing. They understand, that suplex. Dropping Jesse outside the ring.
Going out, but Isaac coming right back in. Oh. Speaking of high flying and speaking of a near fall, on the side of the ropes, powerbomb to the outside.
The apron.
Once again, it's one of those things where we've seen feeling out processes in the ring, and it seems like the moment that they want to go for from that 2 mile an hour to 60 mile an hour, they got out of the ring, and then it's just all speed regulations are off. 12 count, 13, both men back in smartly.
Get Jesse up, throw it against. Oh, there it is.
Counters, yep, rolling in there.
Too close to the ropes though.
Yeah, a little bit. Nice little DDT. The net for get to the midsection.
Straight up hits him with that little diving forearm smash.
Looks like it suddenly became and once again the preemptive commentator's curse. I was about to say is looking like it's all Kareem, and then that happened.
I mean, I think Kareem has a lot of gumption, a lot of rush, a lot of drive, so it's going to be hard to put him away.
Yep. So using those ropes as leverage, that is technically an illegal move, which is why, of course, it was not a count for whether or not Isaac tapped on that, but more to just count it as a DQ. They have until 5 to break up any potential illegal maneuver here.
Right there to La Magistral. 1, 2,
3. And there we have it. Kareem getting his redemption.
Listen to the song saying he is the man of the year so far. Getting a win over Jesse Laurence and puts him right on through. So I guess that second chance did pan out for him.
Yeah. It does mean we might have, or you all might have a very interesting, kind of awkward situation where Kareem and his friend, Cameron?
Former partner,
current friend, at least for now, might once again collide It's actually guaranteed they'll collide at some point during the league. And I don't know if that would be necessarily a happy homecoming considering how Cameron got into the league in the first place.
True enough, but you know what they say, winners write the stories in the history book, so it might not even matter to Kareem whether or not Cameron knocked him out.
Possibly. Might just be one of those things where they have it as an understanding of the world of sport that they work and live in, but I don't know. It's one of those things where, to me, it seemed like that match was it had moments that got a little personal, at least from an outsider's perspective. I wouldn't be shocked if that held a little bit of an itch, so to speak.
Well. Next week we're going to see about getting Kareem and Cameron down, sending them down together, maybe even putting a microphone across from each other just to see what they thought about the matchup. Because I put the matchup in place because I needed Cameron to be motivated to get that win, and being told, hey, either you win and you're in, or you're done and you never get to face your rival ever again. That might be what he needed.
Yeah. I would say it definitely put a fire under his ass. Hence the reason why he's in the league now. But whether or not he had to cost his friendship in order to do it, I think that's still kind of up in the air. So yeah, I would love to see or love to hear what they have to say about that. But in the meantime, we're going to be moving on to the next qualifier for the TCW in just a moment. Well,
the big corn-fed colossus, big money, Jakob Sapp, and he is down here to get some business done.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that I haven't had him qualify for the match yet, but here he is. He's right here going up against another crowd favorite, and Kenny Matsuda.
Yep. One half of the Stormbreakers. And a man who's, again, I don't know, it's one of those things where it seems mean to say a mixed bag, but has had some matches where you look at it and go, wow, that Kenny sure did do a hell of a lot. And then other matches where you look at it and go like, well, where the hell was Kenny? And I guess we'll try to figure out what type of match he's going to have here. And let's hope it's the first one, considering he's up against the currently in singles competition, at the very least, undefeated Jakob Sapp.
Yeah, this might end up being what gives Sapp what he needs. There goes that sort of float over DDT. This might be what gives Sapp what he needs to push forward into going after Daryl Dunn's championships. Right now, everybody is gunning for Dunn. That's definitely true. But Jakob Sapp is the only one who has a victory over the current champion.
Yeah, victory over the current champion, and as stated, no losses to anyone else in the company.
True indeed.
In singles competition.
Now, if you've never seen Jakob Sapp wrestle, he is not what you would call a pretty guy. He's here to beat you down, break you down, not even in any kind of technical way, but just he's the kind of guy who would take a light bulb, one of those fluorescent light tubes, and bash it over your head if the ref isn't looking, and have no qualms about it.
I'm kind of shocked he isn't currently doing that. I'm surprised he isn't currently doing that right now.
Oh, true indeed.
Ooh.
Oh, that nice punch against Kenny in the ropes. So right now, it looks like he's chasing Kenny around. Super kick right into a jackknife cover, just a 1 count. A little too early for that. Standing drop kick.
Nice drop kick, nice big swing. Shades of OWO. Another little drop kick there.
Okay, so he's trying to avoid those big, meaty. What would you call those ham hocks?
Ham bones?
Ham bones, that's what it's called. Trying to avoid those ham bones. Now, UWU may not be with us, but he still has those those striking, clubbing blows that do put people down for a considerable amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah, for people that may not remember UWU or who joined us after the UWU unfortunately closed, our first inaugural tag champions, the Titans, were well known on doing that same kind of clubbing blow maneuver to great effect against their opponents. And I think Jakob Sapp is keeping that particular talent alive inside of the TCW sphere.
Well, right now, that flurry of offense from Kenny Matsuda might just be enough, except for their rush of kicks right to the midsection, right to the solar plexus.
I would say that's the definition of the... Oh, there it is. That has to... Oh, what?
Oh, he kicked out!
He kicked out of it? We've seen that move be one and done on so many people. 8 minutes in, that's almost as much as, we've seen out of Sapp for singles competition in most of these situations. I'm kind of genuinely shocked about that. Kenny, regardless of where this match goes from here, and it looks like Kenny's getting definitely some hate for his kicking out, but yeah, I would say that is a small victory in and of itself, just being one of the first to get out of that.
True indeed. Diving body press from Kenny Matsuda. Super kick right there. Like right now, this might be Kenny's match to lose.
I think so. 2 count again on Sapp. He's not got a near fall quite yet, but he's getting 2 counts on the big man here.
Yes, Sapp doesn't usually go this long in singles competitions, though that rolling elbow might be what does it.
I don't know. So for that elbow wasn't that might. Brainbuster into once again, just spiking him on the mat, and yeah,
there you go.
One time was
if he didn't finish it the first time, he'd say, "I'm going to finish you that second time."
Yeah, and once again, just showing off the fact that he could throw you down and keep you there for as long as he wants. We've seen this so many times from Sapp. Cross on fire power bomb. It's been deadly for this entire time. Like I said, it was a shock just to see Kenny kick out of it at 2.9 once, and unfortunately, he couldn't do it a second time.
It's still a 97% match evaluation rating. That's nothing to sneeze at. Especially considering the fact that most people don't even go that long with Sapp. He even put away Daryl Dunaway in 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, with that move. So yeah, no, it's one of those things where if I was anyone that was going up against Sapp, I would probably be tapping Kenny on the shoulder and asking him, how the hell did you actually manage to do that? How did you kick out? Because someone needs to figure out a counter to that move, because it's clearly Sapp's calling card, and if you could figure out a way to break that move, I think you probably would find a way to finally give Sapp his first loss in singles competition. But unfortunately,
I'm definitely open.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kenny, while closer than most, still couldn't crack it. Second time thrown down for the 3 count, which does mean, unfortunately, for anyone in your particular brand, that Mr. Sapp is going into the league. So we will see more of him.
Honestly, I'm not even sure who's going to come out of my side of the brackets. I definitely can't front. I can't speculate. So just go to sit down and watch.
Yeah. No, that's like I said. Anyone that's in the league on your side, hell, anyone that's in the league on either one of our sides should, like I said, be tapping Kenny and asking him how the hell he managed to do that. Because if they can find any sort of weakness in his cross-arm fire power bomb, that would be the way to get him, I think, down for 3. If no one can, however, we may be looking at... I can't even necessarily believe I'm about to say this, but we could theoretically see Jakob Sapp going undefeated throughout an entire league, and that would be a hell of a thing. I don't know what I would do, what I would say, or what I would think at that point.
You know what? If he manages to do so, and I hate to believe that he would, but if he does, I'm definitely having him run through your true personnel just to see if they can handle the big money, the corn-fed colossus, Jakob Sapp.
You know, and as much as I would hate to see him run through the league like that, those definitely would be some interesting matches. So, speaking of interesting matches, we'll be moving on to the last 2 qualifiers for the league coming up here, both TCW, of course. And then we might have something else for you here. At the very least, a look and see at the finalized bracket. So keep watching here, and we'll get back to you in just a second.
Welcome to your penultimate match of the night. You have one half of El Indomito, KC Martinez, and I think that he pulled the short straw because they need to have somebody represent El Indomito.
Well, we already have Rivera in their proper, but this is the member of the tag specifically team going up against Karin Bishop here.
When she wrestles, you might want to ask for your money back. Karin Bishop from Trinidad and Tobago, ready to throw it down.
And in the past, I've been known to call Karin Bishop probably one of the most cerebral wrestlers in both of our organizations after a number of multi-man matches in which she has kind of played sort of possum, seems like an incorrect way of saying that, but kind of played the sidelines, worked her way through, played it more strategic than just simply, trying to go for those big moves, finishing people off, getting as many eliminations as possible.
Yeah.
I think in a league scenario, if she does manage to get in, that would also kind of serve her well. It's one of those things where there's a certain strategic nature to even a league that lasts for an entire month. We're not doing G1, we're not doing a league in a week or anything else like that, but even still, maintaining your energy, maintaining your fitness throughout an entire month, it's grueling. So there is a strategy to it.
Sure indeed. Do not sleep on Karin Bishop. She does have the size, she does have the skill, she does have the ability, and it looks like she has the drive to become the first ever TWF champion over both organizations.
Yep. The Unified World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, AC doing a little bit of cockiness outside on the ring there. Tries to get back and
definitely
doesn't quite get it.
Rocking Karin down slowly. Now we're at 10. Only 10 more seconds left.
Oh. Uh-oh. 13, 14, 15. AC back in. Karin back in. Ooh.
Yeah, Karin definitely doesn't want to lose by count out. And I'm sure that Keith Martinez doesn't want her to win by count out. So let's go ahead and just break it down against each other.
Breaking it, yeah. Get back in there and break that count. Do what needs to be done in order to get this match continuing.
Oh, there goes KC working through. Takes the back right to a choke.
So far, it just kind of seems like KC's almost playing with Karin Bishop in a weird way.
Maybe
he's not really necessarily been doing a lot of offense, but he's been doing a lot of sort of fancy reversals and just kind of, I don't know. It seems like he's not necessarily taking this match as seriously as I think he really should be.
No, maybe that's what they needed. They need somebody to push them to take these matches very seriously, because getting a shot right here is putting an extra slot in El Indomito's hands. So you increase your chances of winning as a faction, you definitely increase your prospects, you increase your recruiting ability, you increase your winner's purse every time you have a match. So honestly, KC, oh, there it is.
Yeah. Just throwing him outside, knocking him down.
Oh, there goes the hurricane toss.
The hurricane toss by Miss Bishop already for a near fall. Oh. 7 minutes in, yeah. Casey, I think, finally realizing, oh shit, this is a match, ain't it? Going for that pin attempt and only gets a 1. Still with the reversals though. Well, at least this time he actually gets a headlock out of it, but in the ropes.
Definitely taking a look at this.
Oh,
Karin off the rope.
Off the ropes. There we go. Lands him down. 2.9 again. 9 minutes in, and we're getting two 2.9s here. Kareem Bishop just flattening him.
1, 2.
Another 2.9. Yeah, finally.
Rocking her once again.
KC doing some sort of offense there. But I don't know. It still seems like he's just kind of not all here yet.
Definitely, I can definitely see that. Super kick.
Oh, well.
Off that exchange of blows,
all
right into a body splash.
Here we go. This is a start. 2 count.
Like KC definitely. Oh!
There we go. All right, I think KC finally woke up. About time. You're 11 minutes in your match, kid.
Come on.
Oh, hurricane toss. Kareem Bishop taking the time to get some breath, though. She's not really able to utilize that legal object. Haley saw it, but I think he's going to allow it for right now. Oh, roll up. 2.
It's a 2 count on the roll up.
Backslide. 2. Oh, well, wow.
Once again.
I think kind of just playing on Haley's niceness here. Oh!
And that'll do it.
That's it. Torture rack after a number of illegal strikes, but yeah, I don't know. I'm holding on to my thoughts on that one. I think KC, he really only woke up at like the 11th hour, and that definitely cost him that match.
Still ended up with a 98% match rating, though, all the same.
Yeah, it's one of those things where he definitely threw out enough flashiness that I could see the crowd liking that match, but I don't know. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Prince Rivera had a not so nice debrief on that particular match for him. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, if this is not an indication of how El Inamito has been putting on great matches and then falling short, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that they don't seem to take their opponents seriously. Rather than wait till the 11th hour to put in all these moves and do whatever you can to win your match, you end up trying to put it in a little bit too late, and all it takes Kareem Bishop to do is put you in the torture rack.
Yeah, and like I said, granted, we did see 2 illegal moves there to facilitate that, but you know, that is part of the skating process. He just like, you know, he can't necessarily say it's all on Daniel's fault when he's able to get a chair shot off on your face. You know,
True that.
The dude is known for doing chair shots. Just this should be known for anyone who gets in the ring with this person. So
yeah, there's not a little known secret.
Right. And the same way with Karen. We've seen the use of the brass knuckles before. That should be a known part of her repertoire. And it just seemed like anytime she did it, she not only succeeded, but KC didn't have any response to it. Just that and any other move she threw in.
Yeah, when you catch your opponent by surprise like that, there's nothing that they can really do.
Yeah. And that's why Kareem Bishop is the winner here and moving on into the league. So, which of course means that we're going into your main event for the TCW.
Yay!
The last of the league qualifiers. And it is promising to be quite a doozy. We'll get into it in just a moment here.
Let the good times roll. The jewel of Detroit making her way on down to the ring. Dynamite. Let's go.
Another person who I like to see wrestle yet, well, I'll finish that thought after this, because, of course, we're here to do this again. Alright, as I was saying, Diamond Watt's a person who I like to see, but so far is not really impressed in terms of win-loss specifically. More of just a wrestler, like I said, I like to actually see out here wrestling.
Yeah, definitely good, but hasn't really seen a lot of success. And here comes the Poison Pixie, Maria Garza. Now, she's a fresh face. Hasn't been put through her paces a lot, but she might be able to in this match. This is a second chance triple threat match. Definitely everybody here who has had a shot, now everybody gets a second chance, a chance to walk out this door with a collar that lets you know that, hey, these guys are ready for the league tournament.
Yep. Invitation into the Aces Wild League. Something they've already fought for once and not succeeded in, as you said. Which is kind of surprising considering the level of talent we have here in the ring. Although, all of which tend to be kind of the odd person out. You know, Gabriel Blackwell, the former, tended to be there with Geoff Soo as a tag partner. But as we saw, the only loss that Geoff Soo had was with Gabriel Blackwell as his partner. And has since been doing much better and much more active work with Lee Zhu. And because of that,
much more dangerous work, in fact.
Yes. And because of that, Gabriel Blackwell's win-loss record is not particularly stellar, especially compared to his compadres. And Maria Garza,
I don't think he wants you to draw attention to the fact that, you know, his partner might be the weak link in the Fallen.
Yeah, it's definitely I would say if that's not something that people are thinking about, it's definitely something that people should be thinking about, whether or not Gabriel is a weak link. You know, I almost hate to say it because it's one of those things where I enjoy watching all three of these people wrestle, but there's a reason they're here, and it's not because they've won something.
Well, this is definitely true indeed. But one of the best things about TWF and, you know, TCW by proxy is we're not ashamed. We're not afraid to throw our men in against our women.
Yes, certainly. You know, after all, the inaugural OWO Heavyweight Champion was a woman, Lisa Vexen. And the inaugural OWO Juniorweight is a woman, Su-Jin. So
true enough. Now, you may see some of these guys break up these pinfalls, even though the fact that this is an elimination match, not first to a fall.
Yeah, this is indeed an elimination match. But, you know, it's one of those things where, especially coming into it as ostensibly the losers bracket, all three of these people have something to prove as wrestlers, so they are going to try their hardest to get as many of these eliminations as possible.
Really just to show you, hey, I'm not sitting off to the sidelines ready for somebody else to do my dirty work for me. I'm ready to put in the work right now.
Right now. Oh, Watt's going for something big here. Right on the back of Gabriel Blackwell, some kind of impromptu tag team offense almost.
A little bit. Nice suplex from Maria Garza.
Oh, yeah, it was a nice move off the top rope there. Nine minutes in. Oh, two. starting to see some of the larger moves come out as 1/3 of the match is about done. Once again, a 30-minute time limit.
10 minutes passing, and these three are still going after it.
Yep. Oh.
And it doesn't look like we're seeing a lot of fatigue from these people. That was a
No.
roll through.
No, I would say that they could definitely go the distance on this if they and this that changes dramatically due to one move or another here shortly.
Those elbow parts from Diamond Watts are vicious. She may seem small, she may seem very athletic, but I do not want to catch a sharp elbow right between the eyes from her.
No. Oh. Diamond Watts, I think, going for another one of those rolling middle of the ring type of moves, but unfortunately, by the time she started to land it, the person she was about to land it on had already gotten well out of the way. Or been forced out of the way.
There we go. Nice exchange of blows right there on top of the schedule. Cutthroat. Simple. Oh, that roundhouse kick.
Yeah, even the potential weak link of the fall on, I would say. Probably not the smartest move to get into a punching fight with him. Oh! Interesting little trick there. Diamond Watts kicking Maria out so that Mr. Blackwell's top rope shenanigans landed him just a trip right on his own ass.
Yeah, definitely. The ref letting some of these things slide, but there are technically no DQ when it comes to a triple threat match.
Well, when it comes to an elimination, however, there is a greater chance for DQs. Because, of course, you could be eliminated by DQ from it, and there would still be two people in to fight.
True indeed, true indeed.
But we have yet to see, actually, a DQ for all of the shenanigans that have happened here inside of the... Well, no, I lie. We've seen exactly one. Blitza Marquet lost to a DQ once. Besides that, we have not seen any others inside of.
I was about to say, she saved your life and you repay her with a spinning screw kick.
Ooh, another 2.9.
Maybe they're seeing the writing on the wall. We're getting some near falls and no breakups.
Yep, near falls don't break up. They may just be looking at it and going, you know what? Why don't, 16 minutes into this, I've already lost once. I'm not going to get a third chance here. Why don't you just take that 3? I'll take the second one, the all-important second one.
I mean, that would definitely make sense. That dangerous DDT, though, is snapping the logic center in my brain if ever I'm taking it.
Yeah. Now we've seen a lot of dangerous DDTs, a lot of excellent DDTs from all over TWF. If the big swing is the OWO's move, I would say the TWS move is in fact the DDT. Oh, roll up. Just a 2 count though.
And as we said, like they're bringing it up, they're stopping the pinfall attempts.
Yeah.
Until it's too late. What happens then if all 3 members are caught up in a judge's decision?
I would assume that the judge would decide out of the 3, which was the actual winner. It is a 3-judge panel, so it's theoretical that even though there's 3 people here, that if 2 of them vote over the same person, that's all it would take to win. But you're right, I guess it could be theoretically a completely split decision, in which case would it be a draw? We may have to have a rematch at that point.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we can handle another rematch because right now suplex sending Gabriel Blackwell outside of the ring. Come on, she says.
Well, and come on, she did. Oh, nice little combination there. And once again, some kind of impromptu team action. Oh, which in turn turned into just a conflagration of bodies.
True indeed. Also conflagration.
You like that? My silver dollar word there? I have a diploma on the wall that says I can use those sorts of words. Rear guards are taking on all comers here. Oh, and getting tossed outside for her efforts.
I mean, what better way to get moved than to just literally get flung out of the ring?
Yeah.
Closing in on 6 minutes left and still no pinfalls.
6 minutes in, no. We've had some near falls, but no pinfalls so far. All three people in this match are looking to get that first one. I would say if I was a betting man, I still kind of look at it. I'm still looking at Gabriel Blackwell potentially as the first fall. And I hate to say it, but he's been
first fall and first ref to look exactly like that.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I would have lost that bet clearly. I think Maria's out of it, but she may just be dazed. They may not necessarily have heard the ref call it, but indeed, Maria is leaving now.
Oh,
well, okay.
In quick succession.
And I feel somewhat almost guilty for that, considering I think the curse hit so hard. I can't say what I was about to say. Commentator's curse hit so hard, he just went on to win just to spite me.
You were about to say
just that
the fall-in might end up being
the first fall, and then of course he won the whole damn thing. So
yeah,
that's the commentator's curse. I'm telling you, but well deserved. He definitely. It's one of those things where my finishing thought on that thought was it would suck that if he did get the first, if he was the first fall, because he had done so much in that match, and then of course he continued to do so much in that match. So, well earned.
Trying to watch Ever the Bridesmaid, Never the Bride, apparently.
Yeah, that is a common, unfortunately, refrain for her as well. 2-6 in competition, 2-4 in singles competition. Has lost every multi-person match that she's been in. Well, granted, it's only been 2 of them, but still. Does mean that Gabriel Blackwell is now 3-4 with his first win in a multi-person competition. So, well done to him.
Franco, Lee Zhu, Geoff Soo on a surprise, and Gabriel Blackwell.
Yeah, so that means that the whole dang crew's coming in. That's even better than true.
That's even better than true, and I am afraid.
Yeah, I have to say I am as well. But that leaves us with all of the qualifiers done, which means if you give us just a moment, we're going to put together our league, and we will show the bracketology of it, what there is to see. And from there, that'll probably be it for us tonight, because it is getting somewhat late. So give us just a moment to show off the league that was coming up next week and continuing throughout March, and then we'll be done for this week. Just a moment. And we're back after a short break here, just to kind of get this bracket all ready for you all, just to showcase what we're looking at here for the Unified TWF World Heavyweight title in the Aces Wild League. We have our first match for the A bracket here, and the way we're going to be doing this is we're going to be essentially going diagonally down this list, skipping one, so that way each one of these is going to be a different set of 2 wrestlers. And we're going to be doing about 4 or 5 of these matches every week for March until they are all through. And if it goes into April, then no harm, no foul. We'll keep going until it's done. No foul. But that does mean that for your A bracket, which is the OWO and the 2 freelancers, the first week will be Alara and Kingathan Deadlan. And skip one. Xain, Alopex, and Red Alessandre. Melissa Marquez versus Katja Vilcek. And last but not least, not that one, this one, Alicia Vexing versus Trixie Eclipse for the A bracket.
Yeah.
And then for the B bracket, let's go see what the TCW here will have to offer. First one would be Karen Bishop versus Cameron Chapman. Second one would be Martin Valentine versus Geoff Soo.
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
Third would be Gabriel Blackwell versus Daryl Dunn. And finally, Franco Silva versus Prince Rivera, the leaders of their respective group on the first night. So that's going to be an interesting one. So there you have it.
Shoot.
A and B brackets. Yeah. We're already looking at some pretty interesting matchups. Ones we have, if not either not seen at all or not seen very often in normal competition. And of course, that just means that they're going to be going up against each other a number of times here until we're all said and done. We have 2 definitive winners and a finalist round between the 2 brackets to see who will be our unified TWF World Heavyweight title winner. So that's what you're going to have
here for it.
On offer here for March TWF Aces Wild League. And with that, I will save this league so it doesn't go anywhere.
Sweet.
Yes, I just saved. Thank you. And that will be all from us this week. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for hanging out with us here on lucky week number 13 of Wednesday Night Wars. Hope you had fun. Hope you're looking forward to the league coming out in March.
Now, remember to follow along with Comrade Husky Gaming on Twitter, right?
Twitter, yeah. It's actually just at Comrade Husky on Twitter. Comrade Husky Gaming here on Twitch. And all that pops up.
Eventually on YouTube.
Yep. I have one video on YouTube. It's the little vignette I did for Mr. Nick, who I'm sure will be showing up at some point again. The little mysterious man who showed up and unfortunately beat our own Charlie Labrador.
Well, I'm glad he didn't try to come for an actual title, because then I don't think anybody would be able to survive old Nick.
Yep, he definitely showed off the fact that he had somebody's number here, but he hasn't shown up again yet, so we'll have to figure out why that is. But until then, we'll have the league and all that good stuff to go through. If you have liked what you have seen here today and you have not followed me yet due to whatever reason, I would love to follow. I am exactly... Oh, well, actually, you know what? I was about to say I was 1 away, but I think if I just read correctly, right before I get excited, hey, I can confirm I am 50 followers.
There you go.
Which means that whenever Twitch decides that it agrees with me, I think we just hit affiliate.
There we go. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm excited. So thank you all for helping me with that, and thank you to Big Storm 73 a few seconds ago for being the last follow for my my affiliate there for 50. So you get a special shout out just for that. And of course,
everyone else too. Big Storm in the chat
who has followed me before. Thank you all for doing so. It has been a pleasure to do this every week for you all. So I'm glad that I have gotten a lovely following from it. And we'll have to, like I said, if this affiliate holds, if Twitch decides I'm affiliate now, we'll have to look into seeing emotes and all other fun stuff that comes with being bona fide here on Twitch, but one thing at a time.
One step at a time.
So, either way, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you'll all be back next Wednesday when we start this here Nonsense League for the big old title. But it's getting late. I know my colleague here is getting sleepy. I'm getting sleepy. I'm sure you all are getting sleepy. Let's all just go and take a nap. I don't think I have anything housekeeping wise to say other than thank you all, and thank you all for the affiliate. Like I said, assuming it holds, assuming everything works out, I'll double check again when it actually does it, and I'll post a picture or something like that in celebration on Twitter just to make sure you all know that everyone knows that I did. So, but until then, until next week, unless you have something to add on to that, Mr. Hugh.
I got Nathan, so I'll catch y'all later. Again, VODs will go up on youtube.com/Yokaiju, and we'll catch y'all later. Deuces.
Later. Bye.